Hey everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the lead magnet challenge. So today we are going to look at, where does your lead magnet go? Where do you take people when they sign up for your lead magnet? What is the point of having a lead magnet, and what will it do for your business growth? So if you're joining me live, then do let me know that you're joining me live in the comments below this video. And if you're watching the replay, that's perfectly fine. These will stay inside the group for as long as you need them. Do let me know that you're watching the replay, and if you have any questions, just drop them underneath the video that you're watching right now, whether it's now live or later on replay, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so got my laptop open on the left, so if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop as well and getting some information up. So let's just quickly go over what we've been doing over the last couple of days. So I've been talking to you about creating a lead magnet and a funnel. Now, yesterday I went into the fact that a funnel is not the thing that you pour water into. However, if you look at it from the bigger picture, a funnel does narrow your audience down. And what we want to do with a funnel is we want to grab, attract, bring, be out there to the universe. So if you were to imagine your social media marketing, we're here at the top in the sky, you know, in the universe, we're playing around with everybody else, we're looking, we're seeing things. And if there's something that glows and attracts us, we go down a bit closer to it. And that's what we want to be doing. We want to be attracting our ideal audience towards us. And then as they come towards us, we want to be teasing them with little bits of information that will catch their eye. A bit like if you were to walk past a shop window and there's lots and lots of things on display, and then something catches your eye out of the corner. That's what we want to be doing with the lead magnet. And that lead magnet then gives them some irresistible information that they can work with and action and actually get a result from straight away. And by doing that, what you're going to be doing is you're giving them value. You're letting them know, actually, this person knows what she's talking about, or he's talking about, or they're talking about, and they actually really get me. And that's how you funnel your ideal audience into your sales funnel. Now, your sales funnel can be and take on lots of different appearances. So your sales funnel could be your email marketing. Your sales funnel could be your discovery call. Your sales funnel could be a webinar. Your sales funnel could be actually meeting somebody for a coffee. Your sales funnel could be actually taking them to your course page and getting them to sign up straight away. Your sales funnel could be them signing up to do a one-to-one. But it all has to go through and down into this system. And the system has different stages of it. So up here, they don't really know you very much. They're in the universe, they're bobbing around, they're seeing what's going on and looking down and thinking, oh, actually, that's really interesting. They float a bit down closer and they grab hold of the sparkly bits that you're offering, and then they come into your funnel. That funnel I've been talking about, not the one that takes the water, not the one that takes the sand when you're in a sand pit, but the one that flows your ideal clients through down, say like, for example, the trunk of a tree, down into the nurturing process. Now, the nurturing process is what I want to talk to you about today. When you have a lead magnet, that's on the surface, that's sort of like at the top of the tree, between you in the universe, the tree, you know, like the branches that you're letting off, and the bit in between before they work with you. Now, with a lead magnet, one of those flows is email marketing. So we've been talking about what could you offer your ideal client, which is so irresistible to them, that would answer their issues, but not give away too much, enough to get them intrigued. And also, how would you do that? Like yesterday was like, have you got a name for it? Does your ideal audience actually resonate with that name? If you've missed those videos, then do, you know, look at them after this one. They're quite short. Email marketing is a great way to grow a list of people who are really interested in what you have to offer. Now, it could be something free that you're offering, But ultimately, you want to lead them into a funnel, which would give them maybe a low cost offer, a medium cost offer, and then a high cost offer. And ultimately, you want them to work with you, or you want them to buy your product or your online course, etc. So a lead magnet goes from people signing up, their details, their name and their email address comes into your email marketing tool. They in return get your webinar, your PDF, your video, whatever it is that you're giving away for free. And then once they're in that email marketing, it's up to you to then reach out to them inside their inbox and connect with them that way. So in today's video, I want to show you what that looks like when you take somebody from your lead magnet into your email marketing. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go through the email marketing tool that I use, and I'm going to show you a step-by-step funnel that we can create together, and I'll show you how that's done. So let me just share my screen with you. Do let me know if you're watching. I know a few of you are, and I know that some of you are shy in this group, which is perfectly fine. Do let me know that you're watching so that I can interact with you. Okay, so here we have my email marketing. Now, this is known as ConvertKit. This particular brand or software that I use is ConvertKit. Now, another type of email marketing tool that you may have heard of is MailChimp, Constant Contact, all sorts of different ones. Not all of them do the same things in a way that's easy to use. Some are a little bit more complicated than others. I use ConvertKit because it's really easy and it's very visual. So for those of you who like visual learning and visual steps, so you can actually see what's happening, this is great. So inside of ConvertKit, I want to show you what happens. So I want to show you what happens with your email marketing. So first of all, we need to look at actually how you grow your list. So to do that, the lead magnet would be here in a landing page or a form. And what that does is it allows you to create a pathway, so a connection, that digital connection between your freebie and the person who signed up for the freebie. And that happens through what's known as a landing page or a form. Now, I have a digital toolkit at the moment that's on offer. It goes through some information about the apps that you can use, and I use a little form that goes onto my website, and it makes it easy for people to sign up for. So you can have those sorts of things on your website. If you wanted to, you could have like a landing page. So for example, my Facebook business page roadmap is a form that I use. This is like a landing page, and this gives you step-by-step guide to how to optimize and recharge and rejuvenate your Facebook page. Now, this is the first step of the lead magnet funnel. So we've been talking about creating that lead magnet, that irresistible piece of information that you can give away. This is it. If I were to give you 10 steps to optimize, recharge, reboot, rejuvenate your Facebook business page so that whenever anyone goes to it, you're definitely going to have the optimum chance of getting a lead, this would be it. And this goes through step by step what you have to do. When I share this, people sign up for it. That's what we want you to be doing. Now, this is just the first step. Once they've signed up for it, what happens? So it can be a bit complicated and it can be really overwhelming for some, but there are some settings that you have to go through, like the settings inside of whether they get a thank you page, whether they get their download straight away inside of here. All those things can be done inside of this. Now, the beauty of this type of automation for you as the person setting it up is that you can set up what's known as a funnel, like a visual automation, so you can actually see what's going on. Now, to do that, we can actually bring them into a flow, and the flow is what I'm talking about. That flow is what we want people to be able to see. So for example, that Facebook business page sign up form that I've just talked to you about, the roadmap, that's it here. Now, as you can see, if I was to click on this, what it shows you is this is the place where they sign up. This is where the magic happens. So this is the actual bit that you've actually done. Let me just put my little wiggly thing on so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me just select my mouse. So here is where we connect your email, your freebie, your lead magnet from the universe. People sign up and they come in here. Then what happens is that this piece of software gives them an identity. So in order for you to funnel your prospective clients even more, they need to be segmented into groups of people. People who want to, for example, for me, people who want to learn about Facebook will go into one group. People who want to learn about Instagram will go into another group. People who want to learn about video and live video marketing will go into another group. And people who want to have all of it together will go into another group. And that's the selling part of everything. Then what happens is that they then go into here, they get tagged, and then they go into what's known as an email sequence. So that email sequence, if I show you, I'll just take my mouse off. If I show you that, what happens is I then have the ability to send them emails. As you can see, I've got one going out immediately, I've got one going out the day after, and I've got one going out the day after that. And what this does is it nurtures the audience. So when they've signed up for your lead magnet, they've got time to look at the lead magnet. Then what they do is they go to the next stage where they go into your email marketing. And from here, they then get a sequence of emails, which allows you to introduce yourself to them. It allows you to get to know them. It allows them to get to know you. And you can offer some other things in there as well, which will help them to go through your lead magnet so that they can actually get a real win from the end of it. And then after they've got that real win, they're going to be going, wow, this woman or this man or this person really knows what they're talking about. I want to work with them because I want to do what she's doing. I want to do what he's doing. I want to do what they're doing. I want to bring my business to the forefront and I really want to get going. Or I'm a nutritionist and I want to help everybody with their weight loss. And that's how you do it. Anyone, whichever discipline you are doing, whatever you want to share with the world, you can work this sequence out. So this sequence really, really works. And this really helps you to actually get things together. Now, what happens with this is that this is just part of the back end, in a way, of what you would need to do in order to actually get this going. Now, when you've actually got this lead magnet and this automation all set up, what you need to do then is actually start sending it out to the world. How do you actually get it seen by people? How do people find it? How do people know where to go with it? And that's where I bring you to my Facebook page. So if I go to my Facebook page, let me go onto my page. If you're not following me on my page, do feel free to jump over and give me a follow over here. Now, if I go to my About section on my page, you can see that I have this email address. Now, if I click on that email address, it's going to open up a page which has all of my offerings on at one time. So this is like the leaves of the tree, the connection between the universe and you. This is where social media happens. This is where email marketing happens. This is where phone calls happen. This is where you connect and attract your clients to you. This is that border. It's the border between the universe and you. It's that middle bit. And that's what social media is about. It's about attracting people from the universe into your funnel. If you're on social media for fun, that's perfectly fine. But as a business owner, we don't want to be on there just for fun. Of course, we want to be on there for fun. It's fun. Being social is absolutely a must when it comes to digital marketing. You have to be social. You have to show yourself. You have to show what you're doing, your work-life balance. But you also have to drop in your business, because otherwise you won't have a business to run. So when you have this type of landing page, you can actually share everything that you're doing over and over again, and you take people to the same place over and over again. And it's super, super cool. And it's such a great strategy. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you about today, because I wanted to show you the mechanism of why I've been talking to you about lead magnets this week. Lead magnets are just one area of the sales funnel that you should be thinking about as a business owner. Now, as a digital strategist, I connect with people on lots of different levels. I do live streaming, I do video, but all of the time, those things are on my Facebook, my Instagram, and mainly my YouTube. So those three platforms are the ones that I concentrate on, and they're the ones that I teach everybody else how to use. Because if I'm using them and I know the nitty-gritty about all of them, then of course I can share that knowledge with everybody. And that's how I create my sales funnel. But when I share my lives, anything that I do, I have one focus. That goal is to either take people on one of my courses, take people into my digital lab and tech school, which is my monthly membership, or get people to work with me one-to-one. Those are my three main goals for entrepreneurs like yourselves. I have a brand goal where I work with big corporate companies, but that's a separate sales funnel for me. Talking about you, so if you're somebody who creates, if you're an energetic healer or somebody who works with energy, if you are a digital marketer or you do things for people and you help them and you get stuck and you get frustrated, if you're a business coach or a personal coach or a personal trainer or anybody who has just started your own business, or you've been in business for a few years and you're just finding it really frustrating and it's all a bit overwhelming, then this type of funnel will really help you. Now, I am going to talk to you about a course which is starting next Monday, which runs for 6 weeks, and it's all about what I've told you about this week and last week. So over the last few weeks, I've done a workshop on how to create your discovery call. That's one of those funnels. Remember when you sprinkle your essence across the universe and somebody comes down and takes an interest, you can actually get them to book a call with you. That's a great way of them learning about you. You get to talk to them, they get to talk to you, you get to interact. Another way is to actually give them something for free, which is the lead magnet, which is what I've been talking to you about today. It's a super, super cool way of actually getting people into your sales funnel because they actually get to know you a bit. And the big bit about the lead magnet and the discovery call and that portal between the universe and you is that landing page I just showed you. How do you share all of those offerings under one URL? And that's super, super important, especially for Instagram. Because if you go to Instagram, you know, as much as I do, that it's a one platform website. So what I mean by one platform website is that when you go to your bio, you've only got one link. You can't share your links in your posts. They don't work in your posts. I see so many of you sharing your URLs, like your web pages in your posts. That doesn't work. That doesn't click. There are certain places in Instagram that you can share your website link, but in your post, it's not. And what you encourage people to do on Instagram is you encourage them to go to your bio because that's where all your information is. And that's where you want to have that link to that all important landing page. Now that landing page can be like the one I've got there, or it can be on your own website. Or it could be using one of the softwares that are out there to create those. And that's what you're going to be learning about. So I would like to introduce to you a course which starts next week. And I want to go through what's going to be happening in that course. So we're going to be creating sales funnels. And it's going to start next Tuesday. And it runs for 6 weeks. And then we have a couple of weeks of Q&A. Now, it is an amazing course, and as you can see, it's $197 for the whole course, and that includes you can pay for that over 2 installments if you think that's a little bit easier for you. But what happens is that we learn about everything I've been speaking to you about the last few weeks, and that's probably, I would say, the most important part of your online visibility going forward. I see so many people come up to me and go, I can't do this, it doesn't work, I don't have any visibility. Nobody's reaching out to me. I'm not making any sales. I'm not getting anywhere with it. And then when I do an audit, when I go to their social media platforms, number one, they're not visible enough. And number two, they don't have that funnel in place. People don't know where they're going. So the first week, we're going to be looking at what your funnel is and what are you selling. The second week, we're going to be looking at how you can set up that phone call funnel. The third week, we're going to be looking at what is your freebie and what can you offer, that irresistible piece of information. What can you offer to your audience that they won't believe that it's free for a start, and they will just can't resist that temptation to sign up for it. How you deliver that in week 4 goes into the email automation. How do you actually deliver that freebie? You don't want them to sign up in the middle of the night and then wait for you to deliver it in the morning when you wake up. That takes you time. Automating that service will save you time so that you've got time to go and do those other things that you want to do or work on something to do with your business. We don't want to waste time having to keep sending emails out manually. We want to be able to do that automated. So then in week 5, we're going to be looking at, okay, so I've got my funnel in place. I've got all my automation set up. I know where all my digital dots are. How am I supposed to share it? So in week 5, we're going to be looking at how you can share that funnel in a live video. We're going to be showing you how you can share that funnel in a normal video, a pre-recorded video. We're going to be showing you how to share that funnel in your Instagram posts, in your Facebook posts, and on YouTube. And you can use this process anywhere, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, wherever you can actually add a URL, which is your website link, which is the link to your funnel. We'll be covering how to do that in week 5. Week 6 and week 7 is all about live support, Q&A, catch up, ask questions, see where you are at on the course. You will, of course, have access to the course for a whole year. And after we've done the course, I would encourage you to jump into my digital lab and continue working with me on a monthly membership where you'll have an opportunity to jump in at a really great price. But for now, I would love for you to sign up. It's £197 for the full course, and that includes 2 trainings a week and a weekly live Q&A, which will give you so much input and help. There's a collaborative group of people already signed up, so there's plenty of people for you to throw ideas off and see how things are going. And if it's a bit of a stretch for you, then you can pay over 2 months, which basically means you pay as you go, and that's £98.50 as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say to you. As you can hear, the doorbell is ringing again as I'm doing my live, and I'm just going to leave that there for a second. I've got some questions. Let me just quickly answer the door. Hello? Yeah, can you just leave it there again, 2 secs? Thanks. Okay. I might have to rearrange these lives so that it doesn't happen when my postman comes. That's twice that the postman has come while I'm doing live. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about this because it's super, super important that you have this part of your sales process set up, because this will make everything so much easier. Time for you to go and have coffee with your girlfriend, time for you to spend on your own business, time for you to actually interact with your current clients, and time for you to spend looking for new clients and attracting new clients. So that's what's in the course. There are some bonus information. So you do get downloadable content, you do get live training and Q&As, and you get a great interactive Facebook group. So I'm going to stop my share here, and I can see that a few of you have joined me live. So thank you for joining me live. And I just want to say, so Ashley said that's an amazing price. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I know you're already in, which is great. And Carol said that looks good. I know, Carol, you're already in as well. So that's fantastic. So if anyone wants to sign up, I will put the link underneath the video right now. You can go and have a little look, check out the sales page that I've just showed you. If you have any questions about anything that I've just talked about, anything I've just said, then please drop them underneath this video as well. I know a few of you are watching and haven't said that you're here, which is perfectly fine. That's one thing that we will be talking about: confidence online, interacting, engaging, being present when people are doing things, so that you can actually start getting seen and being visible as well. So thanks for joining me today. I'll jump back in tomorrow at some point to say hi and see if anyone's got any questions, and I will see you all soon. See you later. Bye for now.